The yard goes quiet at 2:17 p.m. Not silent, never silent in a place where 800 women live behind razor wire, but quiet in a way that signals violence. The guards notice it first. The conversations stop mid-sentence. Women move toward the edges of the recreation area. This is the language of prison, and today it is speaking about blood. Her name is Jessica Torres, 29 years old, serving 6 years at Valley State Prison for Women in California. 3 months ago, she made a decision that seemed small. She accepted protection from a woman named Vanessa Cruz. She was terrified, alone, and didn't understand that in women's prisons, protection is never free. Today, she is learning the price. According to the California Department of Corrections incident report, filed at 2:23 p.m. on March 15, 2023, Jessica was assaulted by 4 women. The attack lasted 90 seconds. Jessica suffered a broken jaw, 3 cracked ribs, and a concussion. The official report states it was an altercation over commissary debt. The truth is more complex. This was an initiation. A message written in bruises that everyone in the yard could read. Welcome to the world of female prison gangs. We often think of prison gangs as a male phenomenon, the Aryan Brotherhood, the Mexican Mafia. But female prison gangs operate with equal sophistication and often greater subtlety. They control the hidden economies. They provide the protection the system fails to offer. And they exact prices that destroy women in ways the courts never intended. Tonight, we enter this world through 3 stories. 3 women, 3 different gangs, 3 variations on the same survival calculation. Jessica Torres arrived at Valley State on December 8, 2022. Convicted of identity theft, her white-collar crime marked her as weak. She was assigned to B Wing, territory controlled by the 415s, a gang originating from the San Francisco area code. Vanessa Cruz, a 34-year-old shot caller, noticed Jessica immediately. She did what predators in every prison system do. She offered help, shampoo, extra food, advice. By January 2023, Jessica was accepting commissary items, unaware she was accumulating debt in a system where interest compounds invisibly. In February, Vanessa made the offer explicit. Jessica could become an associate. It seemed manageable, just passing messages, holding items. But the incident on March 15th was her test. Vanessa ordered her to set up another inmate, Maria Sanchez, for a beating. Jessica didn't have to throw the punch. She just had to lure Maria to the blind spot. She complied, but the violence broke her. In April 2023, Jessica confessed to a counselor. She asked for help getting out. The result? She was validated as a gang associate and moved to administrative segregation. Isolation in a cell, 23 hours a day. The system failed to protect her. The gang exploited her, and her attempt to escape resulted in a prison experience worse than the one she tried to avoid. Our second story moves to Lowell Correctional Institution in Florida. Here, gangs organize less around geography and more around families. These are groups bound by loyalty oaths and often by sexual relationships that range from consensual to coercive. Let's call her Keisha, 26 years old. She arrived in March 2020, just as COVID-19 lockdowns began. In the isolation, she was recruited into a family led by a woman named Diamond. Diamond acted as the stud, providing protection and resources. Keisha became the femme. It began with emotional support, but soon Diamond's demands increased. Smuggling contraband, intimidating debtors. When Keisha hesitated, Diamond used physical intimidation. Keisha found herself trapped in an abusive domestic relationship, but one enforced by a gang structure. Reporting it meant admitting to prohibited sexual acts. It meant being labeled a snitch. The turning point came in September 2021. Diamond ordered an assault on arrival, which was captured on camera. Investigators questioned Keisha. She cracked and provided testimony about the family structure. Diamond was transferred, but for Keisha, the nightmare didn't end. She was marked. Other inmates shunned her. As of 2024, she serves the remainder of her sentence in total social isolation, untouchable in the yard, living in fear of transfer to a unit where Diamond's allies might be waiting. Our third story examines the economy of contraband at Bedford Hills Correctional Facility in New York. Carmen Rodriguez, 31, arrived in 2018. With outside family connections, she was recruited by a gang controlling the drug trade. Her role was logistics, coordinating with corrupt staff to bring in heroin and Suboxone. The economics are brutal. A $50 bag of heroin on the street commands $500 inside. Carmen became valuable, but expendable. In March 2020, an inmate named Lisa Chen died of an overdose. The drugs traced back to Carmen's network. Facing federal conspiracy charges and an additional 15 years, Carmen chose to cooperate. She testified against her gang and the corrupt officers. Her sentence was reduced, but the cost was a life in protective custody. When she is released, she will enter witness protection, forced to cut ties with her family and disappear. These three stories share a common truth. According to the Bureau of Justice Statistics 2022 report, approximately 18% of women in state prisons report gang affiliation. The same report found that these women experience sexual assault at rates 42% higher than non-affiliated women. The system responds with validation and segregation, punishing women for adapting to conditions the system itself created. Jessica, Keisha, and Carmen all made choices. But when the alternative is constant fear, starvation, or isolation, is it really a choice? The world of female prison gangs exists because prisons create voids that gangs fill. Tonight, across America, women are navigating these calculations, deciding whether to accept the protection that comes with shackles. And the system offers no solutions, only punishments for making the choice that seemed least terrible in the moment. If you want to understand the hidden structures that control life in women's prisons, subscribe to Prison Diaries. Because understanding female prison gangs means understanding how institutions fail the people they confine, then punish them for adapting to that failure.